Okay, let's get you some feedback. Now, I don't have the files and I didn't take a screenshot of it, so I just drew this up really quick based on my memory. And I know what was going on. It was Taylor's idea to emphasize the C and the S. It's a clever idea, but here's my concern. When someone sees that, they see a mistake, not a clever idea. Okay, so sometimes we have clever ideas and we have to, you know, it would work very well if everyone in the whole world knew what Cardinal Solutions meant. And in particular, if they knew Cardinal Solutions, the acronym CS stood for Cardinal Solutions, but they don't. Most people have never heard of it, and it's not that it's not like it's going to change the world tomorrow or anything like that. So if they don't understand it, it's okay. So, let's see. The things I would hope you would do as the designer on this project is follow the brand standards that we've already set, and I've shared files with you that help you follow that. I looked over them, and it seems that we're using mainly the SVSU red and the gray. And yes, SVSU, at least at one time, their colors were a red, a blue, a second blue, a gold, a black, and a white. And thus, that's why we have gray as well. um, so we're going to try to stay on brand by using those colors, in particular the reds and the grays. And then secondly, we're going to try to stay on brand by using open sans. And if I would appreciate it if first thing you did was go to LinkedIn, looked up Cardinal Solutions, and looked at the 3 or 4 posts that we already have up there. So here's why that's important. Number one, any post that we already have built that is not on LinkedIn, you can schedule when we get it up and running through Social Pilot to go out as one of the posts that needs to be built for this calendar year. So you can check it off as something that's already been done and completed. And I think looking through them now that there are some like that. There's a whole bunch that are already been made and done, and I should tell Taylor too. I'm like, hey, these are already finished. Don't worry about this. Okay, so we talked about colors, we talked about typefaces, and which is Open Sans, which you get through Google Fonts. All right. Next, let's just look at the design overall. I think the design was something like this. Of course, it had the triangles in it and everything. That's very SVSU brandish. Good job. I would hope that we could find a way to vary those slides per screen. So if it's same, then I would say background is boring. Okay, so I looked at some of the files that have already been shared with you through the Google Drive. And I want to go to Illustrator. Sorry, no. I'm in OBS. What a weird name for a video screen capture service. But in Illustrator, I've opened up all the files that you can get through the Google Drive that are Illustrator files. So let's look at those. You can see that they're in the reds and grays, and you can see how they vary screen to screen. Sometimes it's pretty subtle. This is a slightly lighter gray, that's a darker gray, then it goes to the red, then it goes to gray, then a lighter gray. So sometimes the changes are pretty subtle. Now let's look at another one. Okay, student benefits. Okay. Very similar to the last one. In fact, it almost feels like the exact same thing. Oh, benefits to employers, benefits to students. Okay, got it. Learning pyramid. This one looks like it got started but didn't get finished. Okay. Our vision. Okay. So obviously we got too long in some of these if we're going to put them on all forms of social media. So maybe that's one of the problems with these files. But I do like, look at the size change. These, you could argue, hey, Johnson, they're same. And notice all the baseline right there. They're all fall. So, normally it's top justified. Here, this is all like bottom justified. But the rationale was the arrow, which is the thing you click on to keep changing the screen. Anyway, kind of hinting, hey, there's more. All right. So this big, because it's a title, and then we go to something that you could say the type is same. But notice the emphasis is changing. More universities, see the value. Pursue educational path, lead to solid career. Cardinal Solutions fulfills both needs. So we're trying to emphasize certain words by putting them in, let's see, extra bold, and the rest of the type in semi-bold. So there's a good weight difference, and you also have color difference. Sometimes you could be working in the red, and I've got it in Pantone because that might throw your program for a file. Have you updated Adobe? You might not be able to work with the Pantone. If so, just let me know, and I'll give you the colors as like RGB or something like that. The red right here, this is where you get the red. It's 153, 27, 33. Anyway, we go from white type to red type to black type, depending on the background. And then here's quotes already set up. Okay, and then the last one that's available for you to build on, also uses white type, but this time instead of on red, it's on gray. Okay, so here's the building blocks. This is what I see you doing, is saying, okay, great, I got these building blocks. Maybe in this case I want to use more red backgrounds than gray backgrounds. Okay, fine. Switch it out. Then throw in Taylor's text. Decide what you're going to emphasize, what you're not going to emphasize. Notice there's size changes here. So this kind of gets small, but I guess that's the only way they can fit it in there. And then you're trying to keep, I guess, to 3 screens because that's what's going to work for all forms of social media if we keep it at 280 characters. Okay, so, and then look, you already got the logo right here. We've already got the website linked and @Cardinal Solutions linked. These are numbered. I don't know if we need numbers if we're only doing 3 slides, but whatever. It doesn't look bad. But this would make your life easier and speed up the process. So, okay, to review all the things we talked about. 1, I like the concept, but I don't think it works because Cardinal Solutions is not well understood. Therefore, people won't get the C and the S emphasis. They won't connect it to Cardinal Solutions because I've never heard Cardinal Solutions before. Therefore, I fear they will interpret the bold and serif C and S as an error that you made, not a choice. So that's one thing we try to avoid as graphic designers is ever making a choice that could be interpreted as an error. Okay, so let's just toss that out. Instead, let's go with the type that's already been established as part of the brand, which is the Open Sans, and we'll just do that. And then we'll try to vary the backgrounds more. If you do choose to use the blue, I guess, a couple could have blue. I would prefer, since we've already started it this way, just going with the grays and the red. But if you really find one that's like, man, this will look so much better with blue, go for it. I'm not gonna blow up or anything. I think back when we were making these, we were also making for the art department. We decided to keep the art department in the blues and Cardinal Solutions in the red and grays. Thus following SVSU standards, but trying to differentiate different departments or divisions of the university. Okay, so there was a purpose for all that. Okay, where do you get these files? You're wondering where is all that stuff? Oh boy, I got so many Google Drives. Okay, that's the fire department one. I don't know. Oh, hey, Cardinal Solutions. So I know. Look at back carousels and back case studies. What is? Oh, there's all the photos I talked about. Okay, look at that. So maybe this is the one where you've been opening it and you're like, well, the blue's in here, Johnson. Maybe it is. Okay, so let's just write down these file names. They are CS Carousel Benefit Employers, CS Carousel Benefit Students, CS Carousel Learning Pyramid, CS Carousel Our Vision, CS Carousel What is Cardinal Solutions. Okay, I think I saw something related to that on the drive. Okay, what is? So if I open that one up, it's the PDF. If I open up the PDF if I download it, I can open it in Illustrator. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send these all to you as through email, so you got them. But I think they're in here. It's a mess, I admit. It's a pile of files. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say a pile of files, yes. Okay, so if you disagree with me on any of this, let me know. If you have questions about any of this things that I've mentioned in the video, please let me know. I would appreciate it. And we can work it out, but the chances are some of these are already done, and we just got to get them on social media. All right, thanks. See you later.